Imagine a universe where frozen kingdoms and tropical jungles are connected, where the magic of Arendelle meets the mystery of Tarzan's jungle. Disney has a gift for bringing worlds together, offering fans way more than just standalone stories. It creates a playground for the imagination. One of the most intriguing and talked about fan theories is that Tarzan, the boy raised by gorillas, could actually be the long-lost brother of Elsa and Anna, the iconic sisters from Frozen. This theory came to life thanks to coincidences, visual clues, and even statements made by the director of both movies, Chris Buck. But like any good mystery, the release of Frozen 2 brought new hints, and maybe even some final answers. It all starts with a tragic event that sets Elsa and Anna's story in motion: the death of their parents in a shipwreck. The scene in Frozen shows the royal ship caught in a devastating storm, with massive waves swallowing it whole. It's a brief but powerful moment that left fans wondering, where exactly were King Agnar and Queen Iduna going? That's where the theory takes a bold turn. What if they survived the wreck? According to fans, after the disaster, they could have been carried by ocean currents to an unknown tropical island. There, completely cut off from the rest of the world, they would have started a new life. During that time, Iduna would have given birth to a baby boy, a younger brother to Elsa and Anna. That baby boy, as the theory suggests, would be none other than Tarzan, the jungle hero raised by gorillas. There's something magical about this idea, a bridge between two completely different worlds. But what makes this theory even more compelling are the words of Chris Buck, the director of both Frozen and Tarzan. He once said he loved imagining Elsa and Anna's parents surviving the wreck and ending up on an island where they would have a son. That was all it took for fans to dive headfirst into this story, hunting for clues and connections between the two films. Can you picture it? From royalty to jungle survivors, the king and queen of Arendelle living a second life full of adventure. But do the coincidences really hold up? One of the core elements of the theory is the shipwreck. In Tarzan, the story begins with a couple who survive a maritime disaster, land on a tropical island, and start a new life. The visual similarity between the sinking ship in Frozen and the wreckage shown in Tarzan is hard to ignore. Both ships have similar designs, and the timelines of the two stories actually allow for this theory to work. Tarzan's parents are shown living alone in a lush jungle, with barely any trace of civilization after the wreck. The theory suggests that, once declared dead, King Agnar and Queen Iduna relied on their survival skills to build a temporary home until fate tore them apart, leaving the baby boy to be raised by gorillas. This whole narrative adds a layer of tragedy that isn't far off from the emotional tone Frozen starts with. Fans also point out the similarities between Tarzan's parents and Elsa and Anna's. Both couples, the ones in Tarzan and the King and Queen of Arendelle, are portrayed as loving and heroic figures, willing to sacrifice everything for their children. On top of that, Queen Iduna shares some physical traits that could easily be linked to Tarzan's mother: brown hair and a warm, gentle expression. When Chris Buck hinted at this connection, he was clear in saying that he simply liked imagining the stories intertwining, but he never claimed it was official. Still, for many fans, that was more than enough to let their imaginations run wild, treating his comment like a green light to explore the possibility. And of course, fans love searching for tiny details that might be intentional clues left behind by animators. The idea that Disney worlds are all somehow connected gets extra fuel from other Easter eggs, like Rapunzel showing up at Elsa's coronation, or the similar weather in both kingdoms. When Frozen 2 hit theaters, it didn't just bring answers, it added new layers to Elsa and Anna's story. One of the most important revelations was the truth about what really happened to their parents, Iduna and Agnar. The Queen and King weren't on just any trip when their ship was tragically lost at sea. Frozen 2 reveals that they were on a mission to uncover the origins of Elsa's powers. Feeling guilty for not understanding their daughter's gift, they set off north toward Ahtohallan, a mythical place said to hold the memories of the past. This changes everything we thought we knew about the shipwreck. There's no mention of any route toward tropical islands, nor any sign that they might have survived. In fact, their bodies and Iduna's journal were found inside the sunken ship in the dark sea, confirming they never reached their destination. The film also shows a map used by Iduna and Agnar to plan their journey, clearly marking Ahtohallan as their goal, a cold, mystical region. That alone shuts down the idea that they were heading somewhere remote and tropical that could be linked to Tarzan's story. In Frozen 2, we even see a magical recreation of the shipwreck through Ahtohallan's memory magic. The scene is powerful, showing the couple fighting desperately against nature's fury, but ultimately unable to escape their tragic fate. This moment confirms that Iduna and Agnar never made it to safety after the storm. With all this, Frozen 2 firmly closes the door on the idea that Elsa and Anna's parents survived and ended up on a tropical island. What once seemed like a plausible connection is now directly contradicted by the film's own canon. Still, the theory that Tarzan could be the lost brother of Elsa and Anna remains one of the most captivating ideas in the Disney universe. It invites us to imagine that distant worlds might be part of the same story, brought together by a tragic shipwreck and the magic of storytelling. But with the revelations in Frozen 2, it's clear that as fun and creative as this theory is, it just doesn't hold up against the facts shown in the movie. Iduna and Agnar's journey wasn't an escape or an ordinary trip. They were searching for answers about Elsa's powers, driven by deep love and a strong sense of responsibility to protect their daughters. The shipwreck wasn't the beginning of a new life on a tropical island. It was the tragic end of a brave attempt to uncover the mysteries of the past. And even though Chris Buck did mention the idea of a connection between Frozen and Tarzan, his words shouldn't be taken as official Disney canon. He spoke as a creator who enjoys playing with what-ifs, but Frozen 2 made it very clear what really happened to the King and Queen of Arendelle. They were on their way to Ahtohallan, and they never survived the shipwreck. Still, why is this theory so fascinating? Maybe because it shows us how Disney stories keep inspiring us to find unexpected connections, turning movies we already love into something even bigger. And even if this theory has been debunked, it still holds a special place in the hearts of fans who love imagining what if. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. What do you think about this theory? Even with the revelations from Frozen 2, do you believe the worlds of Frozen and Tarzan might still have something in common? Share your thoughts. After all, the magic of storytelling lies in the endless possibilities it gives us. If you enjoyed this theory, even if Frozen 2 cleared some things up, make sure to like and share it with other Disney fans. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss our next theories. On the final screen, you'll find another video all about Disney Universe connections. See you there!